Alright, sometimes putting this camera in front of me is the most daunting task I've ever done, and I do this every time, and I think to myself, why? Now, I know I've been very inconsistent with this channel, and I am so sorry. I'm sorry to you, I'm sorry to myself, I'm sorry to this channel, and I want to discuss some things with this whole idea of YouTube and content creating, because I think this message is not only good for myself to hear this, because I'm very, cognitive of what I'm saying. It's just the actions that I'm doing that aren't helping me succeed in executing new videos on this channel. And I'm sure you're in the same boat, which is why I wanted to make this video, because I think it's good for you to hear this as much as it is for me to hear this, even though I'm the one speaking it. Sometimes we forget why we do what we do. Sometimes we start and we have a great plan, we have good ideas, and then we get caught up in analytics. We get stuck in algorithms. We die a horrible death as content creators because of the words niche and all this other weird stuff, which I hate that word. I freaking hate it. And I'll dive into why I don't like it. It's a word that really bothers me because you're pigeonholing yourself into a box. It is a constant prison for content creators. Someone like me, I like everything. I want to just talk about everything. I want to talk about my interests, and it varies. I love photography, so I have no problem talking about that. I love speaking about life, what I'm going through, what you might be going through. So that's why I'm making this video now, because we're going through it. We're going through something right now that we can relate to. It's hard sometimes to get the camera in front of you and just start talking. It is very difficult for new people to get into this routine of putting a camera in front of you and talking to it. It's not easy. And then for some of us who aren't really uncomfortable with a camera in front of us and a microphone attached listening to us, that's not the point at this point in my life, but it might be for you. You gotta work past those boundaries. Then you have to work past the boundaries of what am I gonna talk about? What's the story? What am I doing here in front of the camera? Why am I making this video? In this video, I'm making this in particular because I'm caught in a writer's block trap, if you will. And I'm stuck. I'm stuck horribly in it. Because I find myself seeking what I should be talking about on this particular channel. And I know. We all do this. We all do this. We go to the YouTube gurus. We go to all the, you know exactly which ones I'm talking about, because there's so many of them. And not saying that they're wrong on what they're telling you, because a lot of the things that they're telling you help. A lot of those tips and tricks that they tell you and good insights that they give you help. However, they're not giving you the full story, because in their world, it's a business. And with their business, they need your engagement. They need you to come back. They need to rely on you needing more from them, in which that's why they're doing what they're doing, to help you, but also kind of giving you enough, but not enough at the same time. Now, I know there's like seminars, they give you classes, you have to pay like certain money for like ebooks. I'm not about that, okay? We need to start remembering why we started doing this to begin with, right? Why did we create our channel? Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that will tell you, oh, niche it down. If you want to do a certain topic on something, do it on this channel. And if you have any other idea, make another channel. Here's the problem. I've been on YouTube for 20 years. I haven't been highly successful, and it sucks. It sucks. Trust me, I've been doing this on and off for 20 years. And I still have multiple channels that have taken a backseat, including this one, which is unfortunate because I like this channel. I do enjoy this channel a lot. I am a podcaster, I'm a photographer, I love doing videos, and first and foremost, like my higher successful YouTube channels will take priority, which is my podcast channel. I want to do that with this channel too, because I feel it's important to do that with this channel. This channel is very important to me. There's a lot of things on here that I am proud of, and it may only get 100 views, and it may only get 50 views. This video might even get 40. I don't know. But the problem is we get wrapped up in analytics, myself included. You get depressed, you get burned out as a creator, you get demoralized. And it's all of us. It's not just me, it's you too. And I am sorry that you're going through this. But we need to listen to ourselves and understand why we do what we do. We need to understand how we can get out of these little ruts. And sometimes we get wrapped up in the numbers. We see the little charts, right? It goes up and then it drops down, and then you start freaking out and you're like, oh my God, I'm just a failure and I need to stop doing what I'm doing and just quit, tap out. I do it as a podcaster. I do it with these videos that I do on this channel. Sometimes I do it as a photographer. I know my photos, I know my work, they don't suck. I know this. I've been given so much good feedback on the stuff that I do. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. What I'm saying is I know that a lot of reasons out there are like, oh, your content's not quality, it's not engaging. And it's like, you know what? Hold the brakes for a moment. Let's think about this for a moment. Why aren't you getting engagement? Is it because you're not putting the keywords in, the hashtags? Are you not pleasing the algorithms? That's part of the problem, yeah. But at the end of the day, are you more worried that the fact that you're not going to be able to make this a career? Or are you more worried at the fact that your content is a failure? Which is it? For me, it's I want to be successful and have more eyes on my content because I know it's decent. I know that my work isn't terrible. I have seen channels skyrocket into the sky with no editing, no effort, no energy. The personalities are like, hey guys, today, I don't even know. That's the kind of content that's, for whatever reason, blowing up hundreds of thousands of subscribers, if not millions, hundreds of thousands of likes and views, and you're sitting there scratching your head, huh? What? How? How did this happen? And somebody like me, I like to articulate things. I like to make things good. I like to produce them in a way that is engaging and interactive, and not only that, but exciting, and maybe it makes you feel like you're there with me, and that's what I like. That's what I like. I like to be able to make cinematic things happen in my videos, and not all of them are going to be. Like this video, probably not the most cinematic video I've ever made, but it is a point I need to make. Because as a creator, as a video person, as a photographer, as anything, a podcaster, whatever, doesn't matter. I am feeling it too, and I know you are, and I know it sucks. And we go through this battle in our heads every single day, if not every single week, every single month, every single year, depending upon how long you've been doing this, which me, I've been doing this again on and off for 20 years. We all need to understand why we are doing this. And if I've said this in the past, if you're doing this for money, please second guess yourself, come back to this, and think about why you're really doing this. If you're doing this solely for money, get out of the game. You're gonna fail. This is not a money. I mean, look, there are people out there that are making millions, and those successful YouTubers that are doing that, kudos to them. They put in the work, the time, all that good stuff. You know who I'm talking about? Don't need to name drop. There are so many people out there doing that, and that's why I'm saying this. Don't do this expecting that, because that's not probably what's going to happen. Do this for yourself. Get your creative outlet out there. And if you niche yourself down, maybe you have a good reason enough to do it. I don't. And I might have ADHD. I probably have been diagnosed with it and whatever. At 34 years old, I have realized that if I play these games, I'm going to get burned out. I'm going to get bored with the content, and then I'm going to quit, which is why the podcast I run, we talk about everything. With this channel, I want to talk about photography. I want to talk about life. I'm a dad. I'm a husband. I work full-time, 50 to 60 hours, depending upon the week. And I'm just saying this without even time being included in the monstrosity, chaos of our life. I'm just saying it is hard enough to do this with the restricted time you have. I don't want to get too long into the video. I really wanted to just touch base upon these things. These are something that I've been thinking about for a long time. And when I went to Philadelphia, I had a beautiful time making content. I was ecstatic about going out with my cameras and making content. It was great. And to think that next month, well, it's coming soon. May's coming soon. That will mark 1 year since I've actually done anything really with this channel. And I know I did a few videos and stuff, but here's the thing. I've realized this. I've tried to separate the podcasting channel to this channel and this other. And I know I've done videos on podcasting on this channel. I'm not saying I never did. I think my personality has been, I don't know, I've been a little weird about things. I go back and I go, wait a minute, hold on a second. I should probably just be full-blown me like I am in this video and say, hey, listen, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. You just have to get it through your head. This is why I started. And you have to start thinking to yourself, what's my end game? What's my goals? Do I want to do this to be creative? Do I want to do this? I want to make money. Whatever it is, and maybe you do want to do both. Maybe you started this thinking, hey, I want to get creative with things, and then you want to make a career out of it, which that's not a problem. If you want to make money from your work, I'm not saying that's a problem. I am saying if you want to do this solely to make money, you're in it for the wrong reasons, and I know I've said it before, and I'll say it again, you probably should dip out, because it's not going to happen. It's hard enough for people like us who want to do this because we like creating to even see a cent from our YouTube channels. I have not seen one. And it is what it is. I'm not doing this for the money. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I just think we need to start thinking rationally and logically. Why did we start doing this? Why did we do this? Who are we? What are we? And what do we want to convey? What mark do we want to leave on this planet before our time is up? And in those moments that you're here to do this, what effect do you want to have on people's lives? Me, I want to have a positive effect. I'd like to make people laugh. I'd like to give insight on what I'm going through so that maybe you can relate to it and try to figure it out yourself. Life ain't easy. Being a content creator is not easy. You know, sometimes I just don't have the time to make videos. Sometimes I don't have the time to make photos. It's hard. But at the end of the day, when you hear things like niche, and maybe this is a good thing for you, maybe a niche is what you need, I don't know, but for me it's hard because I get so bored with one topic. You know, and if I'm juggling 5 different channels, which I may or may not be already, the majority of them take a back seat, which this channel has. It's very apparent. You can tell because just look at it. It sucks. And I know I'm going to say this again and again and again. I want to be more consistent with this channel. I just need to start just doing it. You know, I'm cognitive of what I'm saying. But sometimes I need to go back on like maybe this video and think about what I said and really just swirl it around in my head, my brain, and think, hey, you know, maybe I just need to make videos. You know, it's difficult. It's hard. It is not the most easiest thing to do. And I know we all feel the burnout sometimes. As a creator, you get burned out. And if I niche something down to one topic, I'm definitely going to get burned out. I'm going to get bored. I'm going to quit. I'm going to tap out faster than a UFC fighter in a fight for this life. I'm going to tap out quick. And then that's what happens. I stop making videos. I start overthinking, and that's the problem I don't want to have. And I'm sure you don't want to have this either. But at the end of the day, this is what it takes. This is what it takes. You know? Most importantly, like, I want to spend my time with my family, my wife, my kid. But I also want to do this. Sometimes I forget how badly I like to create. And I trap myself in this box thinking I need to please the algorithms, the algorithm overlords. And I need to stop doing that. And so do you. What is it? Do you want to create, or do you want to just worry about how much engagement and visibility you get on your channel? I think we do it. We all do it. We all look at the graphs. We all look at the numbers. But at the end of the day, are we killing ourselves creatively? Are we dying a slow creative death? Are we just going to give up? Or are we going to be creators and just create? Do what you love to do. Create in the style you want to create in. Vlog. Say things you want to say. Put it out there in the universe. Maybe somebody needs to hear the words you're saying. Maybe somebody needs to hear the words I'm saying right now. I know I do. I know I do. I know that sounds weird. I'm saying the words I need to hear. And sometimes you just need that. And I hope maybe this video helps you in some way, shape, or form. That's the intent. That's the engagement I'd like to have with you and the interaction. If you have anything you want to say, leave it down below in the comments. As a content creator, it's hard. I'm working hard every week at work, with my family, at home. But this is the part that's really hard, is trying to find the time and try to figure out what I want to convey in my videos. You know, and then working hard with the podcast and all that, it's a lot to juggle. And sometimes we all take a big bite of something that we just cannot chew, and I've done that I have a lot on my plate. And I'm sure you do too. But it's how we juggle that, and also how we break down those boundaries and just stop standing in front of ourselves and just get ourselves out of the way and just do what we need to do. You know, I think it's one of the most valuable things that we can do for ourselves, and I really hope that you break through it. I hope that I can break through it, and together we can be successful in what we're trying to do. It's important. But I think that's enough rambling for now. I hope you take what I said as a value. I hope that you get yourself out of the rut you're in creatively, because I hope I do too. And just keep plugging. Just keep creating. Yeah, it's easier said than done. Even if it's a video a week, a video a month, whatever, just do it. I need to try harder myself. It's a hard thing to admit, but you know, you fail yourself when you don't make anything because you're worried about these things. I've failed myself multiple times, and I need to just start doing different things instead of being insane and doing the same things over and over again, hoping for the different outcome. And we all do it. We all do it. But until then, I hope you're all well. Please come back to this channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Let me know you want to see more on this channel. Again, I'm a photographer, podcaster, a father, a husband, all that good stuff. So maybe I can help make something good for you to just take in, you know? Till then, hope you're all doing well. I'll see you next time.